Come on over to the mat. Have your heels under your knees. We'll start with our lovely little roll downs. Belly button's in, knees are a bit soft. Scoop your tummy in and peel down, reach to your toes. Just let your hands feel heavy, head feel heavy. Just melt down to the ground. So you're thinking of a nice stretch, but you're also just checking in with your body on what's grabbing your attention, all of that. And we'll slowly come all the way back up. Tuck your tailbone, stack your spine, shoulders rolling back, chest is open. And we'll do that again. Peeling down, dropping all the way down, knees stay nice and soft. You can let your hands feel heavy, head is dropped down, just drop as low as feels comfortable, and then we'll stretch your legs out, get that nice backs of your legs stretched, bring the weight over your toes, and then soften your knees. So we're just kind of pushing into the stretch and then softening. Push. When you're stretching your legs out, your legs are straight, you're thinking about lifting your sit bones up behind you as well. So imagine you've got like headlights on your bum and you're trying to shine the headlights to the top of the wall behind you. We'll do a little bit more of that. And then we'll slowly come all the way back up. Shoulders back, chest is open. Excellent, let's lay onto your back. We're gonna use the ring and the ball today. So we'll start, you can choose if you want to, we're gonna go into bridge to warm into it. You can use the ball to make it a bit more gentle, or if you really want to work, you can throw the ring in between your knees. So just see how you feel. I'm gonna go for the ring. We'll have your hands next to the sides, squeeze your shoulders down. We're gonna squeeze your knees together and peel your spine all the way up into a bridge. Breathing into the top and breathing out, floating down one vertebra at a time to the bottom. And when you get to the bottom, I'm just like relaxing. So I'm using the ring, so I'm relaxing my knees to give a little break. And I'm gonna squeeze back together and peel back up. And if you're using, either, I suppose either the ball or the ring, just decide how tight you want to squeeze. Obviously, you're not going to really break the ball or the ring, so you can give it a good squeeze. And just breathe with it. I'm going to stay up at the top for this next one. Keep your knees really strong. See if you can squeeze them a bit tighter together. We're going to drop your bum down a little tiny bit and then squeeze back up. So think about when you're dropping, like your sit bones are like opening and then your sit bones are squeezing up together. So you feel like you're working all around the bottom of your bum. So we'll squeeze up and float down, just little pulses. And remember to breathe. My hands are just kind of relaxed, my shoulders are relaxed. Ideally, you don't have any tension across your collarbones. It's all just legs and bum right now. We'll do 10 more. Keep going, make it tiny, make it strong. When you're lifting up, make sure that your ribs aren't sort of flaring open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll all the way down. We're going to take the ring. If you were using the ball before, grab the ring now, and we're going to put the ring onto the outside. So I'm sliding my legs to the center. I'm going to put the pads onto the outside of my legs. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but now you're pushing the ring apart. You might want to, I'm going to just adjust my feet. See how this goes, pointing your toes out slightly. So you're going to push the ring out. Now, because you have the ring on the outside, you're going to be working the outside, less of the inside. I'm going to squeeze up into your bridge. We'll just do a couple to warm into it. We'll kind of do maybe 3. And squeeze up, floating up and down. Remember while you're doing this, if you're pushing out and it's sort of pinning, like making anything in your knee, just be a bit protective of the knee with this one. Now hold up at the top, push the ring apart. We'll drop down a little bit and squeeze up a little bit. So little pulses again. We're doing 20 of these. And you're breathing. Keep the ring as pushed apart as you can. Remember that your tummy is strong, your ribs aren't lifting. Shoulders are relaxed, arms are relaxed, face is relaxed. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way down. Keep the ring where it is and bring your legs up into tabletop. So you're pushing the ring apart. Tap your toes together so they don't sort of feel like they're like just floating empty in space. So we have a little bit of a grounding connection there with the toes. Push those knees apart as hard as you can. Push your back really, really, really heavy. We're going to pull your palms open and you're going to roll your knees like literally 3 inches to one side and then 3 inches to the other side. So we want to make it really tiny. Try to anchor the ribs down so you're pulling your belly button in really tight and just rolling gently side to side. Try to open your collarbones as much as you can. Keep those toes pinched together, push the ring a bit further. You can make it a little bit bigger, but because you have your palms open, you're not really using your arms all that much. So you should feel this in the middle back. The bigger you make this, the more it's across the middle of your back. If that's good, keep it going. If it's not feeling good, just make it a bit smaller again. And we're going to change it again, back into the center. You can keep your hands where they are, or you can bring your hands behind your head if you want to work a little bit harder. Push the ring apart, and we're just going to lift your tailbone up and down. Really, really tiny. So eventually, we're going to eventually build into make this a lot bigger. So we're just thinking sort of level 1 right now, really tiny. Your tailbone is on, your tailbone is only just off, and then back on. So tiny, tiny, tiny. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep pushing the ring, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if you have your hands behind your head, I'm going to have you bring them next to the sides, because having them behind your head is just almost near impossible. And same thing, keep that ring pushed apart. Because you have the ring on the outside of your legs, you're feeling like you're working sort of outside of your waist. So less in the center, more on that outside space. We're going to do the same move, that same tailbone lift, but you're going to go sort of up to like level 3 or 4. So we're just pushing a little bit heavier. And I am using my arms to push on the mat to help lift my bum up. It's a bit of a shaky earthquake business once you lift up a bit higher. And again, we're doing 10. Keep the ring pushed right apart, toes are together. We'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to make it a bit bigger. So you probably will want to use a bit of momentum. Try to avoid it, but it was probably going to happen. Push the ring out and we'll lift up and back down. And we'll do 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a break from that. Grab the ring, drop it off to the side, pull your knees into your chest, rock little circles. And let's make it harder. Grab the ring again, throw it between your knees. If you want to work a lot harder, you're going to throw it between, sort of closer towards your feet. You can either have your legs in tabletop or you can have your legs straight up to the ceiling. Lots of options on how you do this. And you can choose how tight you want to squeeze the ring. Squeeze the ring, lift your tailbone up and down. So we're going to do the same idea again. 10 at that sort of beginning lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Remember, open collarbones, relaxed face, relaxed jaw. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go to that medium level. Squeeze the ring, everything's working, shoulders are relaxed, and lift up a bit higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a second. I'm going to flex my feet, give a little circle around. Last one, let's go into that really big pushover. Palms are down, so you'll want to use your arms for this one. Squeeze the ring really tight. Now you can, because of what we're doing here with the leg position and the rings on the inside, you'll be able to go up a lot further. So you can decide how far you want to go over. You can peel up and over all the way into like a rollover and down. Or just find somewhere in between that feels challenging. And again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Grab the ring, set your feet onto the floor. Whew, that was killer. Let's set the ring down for a second. Float up into a bridge to stretch out. We'll do 3 little stretchy bridges. Just breathe in to lift, out to drop. We'll do 1 more. And then all the way back down. Throw the ball between your knees just to stabilize in that lower back space. Grab the ring. We're going to hold it up over your chest. I'm going to keep my palms open and squeeze the ring like that. If you don't want to use the ring, you don't have to have the ring. It's totally fine. Just have your hands up over your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, squeeze the ring, tuck your chin, curl up, reach the ring right to the ball, and then back down. And again, squeeze. When you're squeezing the ring and you're curling up, you're pulling all of that down the sides. And you're tucking your chin so you have lots of double chins. But still thinking of open collarbones. We'll do 5 more. We're going to hold up on the last one. 4, 3, 2, and hold up on this last one. Tuck your chin, squeeze those ribs down, really shorten the space from your ribs to your hips. Squeeze the ring and reach it up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, back down. Take the ring, throw it behind your head. Palms are on the inside, elbows are in. I really hate this one. I don't know why I do it so often, but it's horrible, but I think it works. We're gonna push up. So you're using those arms to push the ring to help curl yourself up, squeeze those ribs down. And the harder you push on the ring, you'll get that arms really sort of shaking. Keep that there. We're gonna go into little mini squeeze ups. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up and let's go to the side and side. So you're staying in that crunch up and just rolling side to side. Squeeze the ball really tight. I'm going to start counting. We'll say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and throw the ring off to the side. Throw the ball off to the side. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock little circles on your back. We'll give your stomach a break and we'll flip back to bum. Hands next to the sides, heels are under your knees. Peel all the way up into your bridge. You can kind of squeeze your shoulder blades under your back so you have like nice open collarbones. And keep your hips high. If you feel like you're prone to dropping your bum down, you can always throw the ball under your tailbone. That's just a reminder not to squash the ball. So as soon as you feel like you've squashed the ball, you'll remind yourself to lift your hips back up. And we'll bring one leg up into tabletop. My foot's just in neutral, just totally relaxed, not flexed, not pointed. We'll drop it back down, and then the next leg comes up. So we're just going into a little marching bridge. If you want to make this more challenging, you can bring your hands up over your chest. So now it's really core strength is clicking on as well. Go nice and slow with it. Make sure that your knees aren't bending or straightening at all, you're just working through the hips. Nice and strong and stable. Excellent. Now we're going to hold, take a second, grab the ball, bring your left leg up into tabletop, throw the ball behind your knee. Squeeze the ball nice and tight, keep your bridge high, and then tap your leg down and pull it up. Excellent. Open collarbones, arms are relaxed. You can of course bring your hands up over your head. I don't feel like it's necessary, but if you want to, go for it. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change to the other leg. Excellent. Squeeze it behind the back of that right knee. Keep that bridge high, and then tap and lift. We're doing 15-ish. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the ball, throw it off to the side, roll all the way down, bring your ankle over your knee, thread your hands through, grab the back of your leg and pull into your chest. It is stretches from here on out. That was a really intense little session. Pull your leg into your chest. You can use your elbow to push your knee away. Push your tailbone heavy. So I'm holding onto my left leg. I'm just going to pull my left leg over to the left side a little bit to deepen the stretch, and then back into center. So I'm kind of pulling side to side, hitting the stretch, coming out of the stretch. You might notice that your hip wants to shorten and pull up. See if you can push that hip away, and that will deepen the stretch as well. We're going to keep your ankle over your knee, let go of your leg, drop it onto the floor, and then drop your hips to the side so your right foot is on the left side of the floor. You'll feel that stretch wrap around the side. So I'm keeping the tension of my knee, pulling my ankle forwards. I'm going to bring my hand onto my right knee and push it away a little bit. And I'm internally thinking about pushing this hip down and back down to the floor. Just breathe with it. We'll come up slowly back up out of that, and we'll change to the other leg and do it again. Put your ankle over your knee, thread your hand through, grab the back of your leg, pull into your chest. And again, same thing, so you're pushing that knee away, you're pulling your knee over to the right side. And check that your left hip is pushing away as well, that you're not sort of collapsing in. You've got that space from your hip to your ribs is quite stretched out. Sort of move side to side, hit the stretch, come out of the stretch, all of that. Give it one more second. And we'll keep your ankle over your knee, drop your foot down, and then slowly lower the bottom of your foot towards the floor. You can keep the tension of the knee, pulling your ankle up, bring your hand onto your knee, push your knee away, and push this hip down deep in towards the floor. Just relax into it. Come back up from that. We're going to slowly come up to sitting. We'll go into some nice adductor stretches. That ring on the inside was a bit of a killer. We'll bring the bottoms of your feet together in quite close. You can open your feet like you're reading a book. Lift your back nice and tall. So think of your sit bones actually. If you think about sort of rolling back to your tailbone, you're going to roll up onto your sit bones, and then see if you can kind of roll past your sit bones and roll forwards a little bit more. Push your knees as close as you want to the floor. Don't worry about how far they are to the floor, but just try to get that a little bit closer. And then we're just going to circle through your hips. So I'm using this circle to scan through the spaces that are catching. Whenever you feel like it's a stretch, just hold it for a second and then keep moving through. You can kind of reverse your circle. Remember that your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is open. Make sure that when you're doing this, you're not like bunching your shoulders up. You're not like releasing the tension in the hips and causing it in the shoulders. It's easier said than done, I think. Just relax, easy. Right, we'll come out of that. Let's throw your right foot next to the side, left foot's on your inner thigh. We're gonna go into a nice little mermaid stretch. We'll use the ball for this. We didn't do anything that asked for this stretch, but I just feel like we should do it anyways. I'm gonna have the ball into my side. I'm gonna roll the ball away. This hip is gonna want to start lifting. We're gonna keep it really heavy. Roll the ball away, stretch your hand up. Get that length in your waist. If you want to, once you go into your stretch all the way, you can rotate down, bring your chest slightly down to the floor. That will go into that middle back space if you felt any of that during any of our crunches. Then you can open your chest back up and rainbow back into sitting position. We'll do 5 like that. Roll the ball away, stretch your hand up, stretch and reach as far as you can, and then twist down towards the floor. And then back up and open. Perfect. Just breathe. It's quite challenging. It's a stretch, but it's still a bit of work. You are still working those arms. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And back up from that. Let's flip to the other side. We'll do 5 again, and then you are free to go and enjoy the sunshine. Perfect. Have the ball. We're going to rainbow up, push the ball away, stretch your hand up. Once you get as far as you can comfortably, you can twist down towards the floor, breathing out, breathing in and open, and breathing out. And again, breathing in, lift, breathing out, twist, breathing in, open, rainbow back up, breathing out to tap to the floor. 3 more. And 2 more. Excellent. And last one. All the way back up from that. Throw the ball off of the side. One more quick stretch and then we are done. Bring your leg across. So bring your left leg across your opposite knee. Bring your hand around, pull your knee into your chest, lift your back nice and tall, push your hip down through the floor, really stretch out from that. Did a lot of work on the glutes today. Take a deep breath in, relax through the shoulders, open collarbones. And we'll change to the other leg. Bring that leg across, opposite hand, pulls your knee into your chest, lift your back, push your hip down. Think about your shoulder blades melting down your back. See if you can push your hip a bit deeper down to the floor. Really breathe into it. And we'll come up from that. Bring the bottoms of your feet onto the floor. We're going to push all the way up to standing. Have your heels under your knees. Take a deep breath in and then slowly peel down, reach to your toes. Head's heavy, hands are heavy, melt to the ground. And breathing in all the way back up to standing, shoulders back, chest is open, and you guys are done. Nice work. Whew, good.